Hi everyone, this is Tracy Schultz. I'm here with a video for the Not Too Shabby design team. I have 3 stamp sets here that I recently purchased from Not Too Shabby. This little one is so cute. It is from Miss Ink Stamps. It says, "Thank you very much." It's a little Elvis playing a guitar. Super cute. It says, thank you very much." There's little musical notes and records that you can stamp beside the gnome. This beautiful one is called Lovely Unicorns. It's been out for a little while, not very long, but it's not brand new. And it's also from Miss Ink Stamps. And the beautiful unicorns. I haven't had a chance to play with this stamp set yet, but I wanted you to see it. And I got this from Not Too Shabby as well. The one we're going to use today is called Slim's Whims. It's got a cute little dog, and some of the sentiments say, "I drink coffee so I don't bite anyone. You know what I like best about you? For my friend who knows where all the bones are buried. Hey, grrr, friend." And then pet, sip, repeat with the coffee mug. "Life's rough, coffee helps. You're my favorite human. Um, your dog. Hello, friend." So instead of hello, friend, it says hello, friend. And then, "You know what I like about you? Question mark. Squirrel." Let's start coloring. I'm using Hammermill Premium Color Copy Paper. This is a extremely smooth paper. I have 80 pounds here. It also comes in 100 pound. Either way, the paper is extremely smooth and is very, very good paper for many different purposes. With alcohol inks, it's a great choice because your alcohol inks don't bleed with this paper. Of course, you have to make sure that the ink that you're using is also compatible with alcohol markers, and I'm using Memento Tuxedo Black ink. But the Hammermill paper is so much more affordable than other papers, and you get a ream of 250 sheets, and you can use it for ink blending, whether you use Distress Oxides or a dye-based ink like a Distress ink or Catherine Polar ink. You can use it for obviously coloring with alcohol markers. It's just a great all-purpose paper. Um, if you're coloring with colored pencils, it works well. Um, it's just so much more affordable, and I find that um, it works super well with the projects that I do for the design teams that I work on. Anyways, I'm making my dog to be a yellow color, basing it on my dog. Her name is Carly, and she is a yellow lab and a pit bull mix. And she's 12 years old now. And I just thought that I would make this dog sort of look like her. You can color the dog any color you would like. I'm using a variety of like browns and yellows, a little bit of ivory, and I'm not a expert in coloring with Copic markers, but I worked on it during this project, and I'm really satisfied with how she turned out. I'm really satisfied with um, the color choices that I made, and then I did go back and forth a couple times till I got just the right look, and that's okay. When you're using alcohol ink markers, you can For example, I'm coloring her ears. I'm spending a lot of time coloring her ears, and then I go into her face and her chest, and then I go back up and I do her ears again just so that everything matches. I wouldn't want her to have two different color ears, right? I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this section for the sake of time. So to give you some idea of the color choice that I selected, I'm using E37 Sepia, that's a dark brown, E15 dark suntan, E55 light caramel, which is a really nice color for this project. I'm using E13 light suntan, E35 chamois. I'm using some YR24 pale sepia. I even have some E43 dull ivory. Yes, so those are some of the colors that I pulled in. Gives you an idea, really focusing on the browns and the tans. For her eyes, I was really pleased with how they turned out. Let me know what you think. Do you think her eyes look pretty cool? You'll have to look at the end when I have the still photo. But I used some Ohuhu markers for her eyes. My yellows just were too, I guess, bright. So the color that I picked from Ohuhu was actually two different colors. So for the like whites of her eyes, I didn't keep them bright white. I used number 34 Ohuhu to fill that in. And then I took number 96 Ohuhu and I created sort of a football shape for her irises in her eyes. That's the part of your eye that has color. And then I just took my alcohol marker number 100 and put a little dot in her eye for her pupil. Okay, so yeah, you'll see in a second here the section where I color her eyes. You know how some dogs have like that yellow colored eyes. Now my dog, her eyes are actually brown, but for the sake of the project, I thought those colors made for nice looking eyes in the dog. Again, for the sake of time, I just deleted some of the sections where I was coloring her chest, and I'm just fast forwarding here to show you how I colored her eyes. And then I'm going to show you how I made my background, and this project will be complete. Again, this stamp set is called Slim's Whims, and it is from Miss Ink Stamps, and I purchased it at Not Too Shabby. I would like to offer you my design team discount listed below in the description box. So if you use my coupon code, you can get 10% off your order at Not Too Shabby. So please check that out. I'll also have other items that I used listed in the description box below. Here's where I'm coloring her eyes. I paid special attention to underneath the eyes and around the top of the eyes because with my dog, she sort of has like a black outline around her eyes. It's funny because when Jacob was little, my son, he said she used to have eye makeup on because, I wear eyeliner. He sees me and how I apply it to the top and bottom of my lids. Well, when you look at our dog and her eyes, they look like they have eyeliner all the way around them. So that was really cute when he said that when he was little. Okay, now that we have our dog colored in, I'm going to grab this paw print stencil that I had from my stash. I'm going to spray it with pixie spray on one side, which is a light tack adhesive spray. And then I'm going to use the new Distress Oxide color called Prize Ribbon to create blue paw prints in the background. Um, I just like this color. I'm glad that I got it, and I think it makes for some really pretty background paw prints on this project. Okay, for the sake of time, I fast forwarded and I'm showing you what it looks like now that I have the background panel completed. I actually made two, and I'm going to now Fussy Cut Dog, which I have a brother scan and cut, but this dog is quite easy to cut out, so I just used my cutting scissors to fussy cut, and then I took a marker, that Ohuhu number 34, and when I'm done cutting, I'm going to take the marker around the edges so that I don't have a white edge. Now it's time to pick a sentiment. There's so many cool sentiments on this stamp set. And I decided to go with "You're my favorite human." Instead of human, it's spelled Hooman. Human. And I'm thinking this is such a cute card. My husband's birthday is in September, and I think he would like this card for his birthday. When we got our dog when she was a puppy, he was the one who picked her out of all the puppies in the litter. There were about, I think, 10 dogs. It was a large litter, all different colors. But she was the only blonde. And I was looking at one that was more of a, I guess, black and white color. And he said, no, we're getting the blonde one. So that was fine. She's the perfect dog and we love her a lot. I just grabbed a piece of white scrap paper and I am cutting my sentiment with my decal trimmer. I highly recommend a decal trimmer for everyone because it's perfect for cutting sentiments. You don't have to worry about grabbing a little die to cut out your sentiments. I love the way that it has the little bumpy edge around it. And then I took my trimmer and I trimmed down my panel. I made it 4 by 5 1/4. Now I'm again using my decal trimmer to create a mat for the sentiment. So I have a navy blue paper. I'm just trimming that down and then I'll adhere my sentiment to the bottom of my panel and then I'll just tuck the doggy right on top of that. And it really makes for a nice frame, I think. So the dog's not just floating, in other words. I popped the dog up using foam tape. I also put foam tape behind my white sentiment that I then layered on top of the navy blue mat. Then I took some blue cardstock. It's also navy blue. And I folded that in half to have a top folding card. And here's a picture of the finished product. Thanks so much for watching my video. Please leave a comment. Let me know if you like the card that I made. And also thumbs up for this video. And if you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe to my channel. I do lots of giveaways and I hope that you will join in our community. And thanks a lot to Not Too Shabby. I think this is a fantastic stamp and I'm so glad that I got it. Thanks everyone. Have a hopeful day. Bye bye.